Hello and welcome back to another timeless video. Today we're playing Altariac's Titan Natural Order deck. I've already played Simic Titan Field, and I think this version is just superior to that one. Actually, funnily enough, shortly before I went to the family for Christmas, took a magic break, and after I played that Simic Titan Field deck, I was like, wait a minute, Natural Order is legal, so we can just have Titan way faster than, just two times faster, right? And we're already playing all these one-drops anyways, so why is that deck not playing Natural Order? I was thinking to myself. And then right away I go on Twitter, and Altariax, I hope I'm not butchering his name, posted a Titan list, and I was like, yeah, you were faster than me, I guess. In any case, that's his latest list here. I just made one change. I really like the Rejuvenator in a deck like this because it enables Natural Order and it also ramps you and it finds any land, which means it can find Field of the Dead and so on. It's like better than something that just finds you a basic, of course. And I cut 2 Sylvan Scryings. The original list has basically 4 Sylvan Scrying and 0 Rejuvenator. Sylvan Scrying is here to, of course, fetch you like various lands, Boseiju if you need it, Bojuka Bog if you need that against a graveyard deck, and so on, Cavern against counterspells. And also the sort of like Tron of this deck is Castle Garenbrig and Sunken Citadel, which if you have both of these lands, and any two other lands, you can cast a Titan with 4 lands in play. Because Castle Garenbrig and Citadel mean you have, basically both of these give you an extra mana, so Titan only costs 4 mana at that point. And that's why he plays Sylvan Scrying, because he can, get these 2 lands easier. But I think if you play Rejuvenator, you are also getting an extra land in play, which ramps you and so on. So it kind of is the same. The upside of Scrying, after all, then is that Cavern and Bojuka Bog and so on, Blast Zone, whatever land you want to find, or even a Field of the Dead later in the game. If you want to find that, you can snag it. So utility, essentially. We're playing some sweet one-offs too, because we're running 4 Fierce Empath, which can fetch Craterhoof Behemoth, which is mostly for the mirror match, because, you're going to have a billion zombies staring at each other. A Craterhoof is just going to be the kill. Titan of Industry, in case you need that. It seems like an all-around utility card, gaining some life, destroying enchantments, just a stabilizer. I guess that would be good. I don't know, honestly. Like, I don't know when you get this over Primeval Titan, but maybe there will be situations. Stormkeld Vanguard. That is a disenchant that you can fetch up with the Fierce Empath. Super sweet find. A 6-drop that is also a disenchant, so you can blow up Virulent Plague or Blood Moon, of course. And then we also have Generous Ent, which basically means we can turn our Fierce Empath into a forest of any kind. Can fetch ourselves the Temple Garden, or against, Blood Moon if we want a second forest to find. Wait a minute. Yeah, okay. Yeah, all around pretty good list. The only question mark really is the mana base, because playing 4/4 each is a bit of a non-bo with Field of the Dead, because you do need 7 different types. I've played against this deck already, and they had like 2 Garenbrigs, 2 Citadels in play, and a Field of the Dead. So they had 5 lands, but they were still kind of like needing 9 lands to get to the point of satisfaction. And I was just able to counter the Primeval Titan, because they only had 1 Cavern. So like the Simic Titan list I played had 4 Cavern. So that's the difference. But I guess you have Sylvan Scrying to also find you the Cavern, and you do have a lot more threats in this list, which makes, like, this list is a lot faster at getting out the Titan than the Simic list. So overall, probably better. And then you have the sideboard to help against counterspells. You have 4 uncounterable creatures, Thrun and Carnage Tyrant. Carnage Tyrant you can find with the Empath, but it is worse than Thrun. That's why we're playing 3 Thrun. Frillback, a little bit of a flexible card. Graveyard Hate Piece. Protection against opposing hate pieces like Virulent Plague and so on. Then we have Get Lost, which is just the perfect answer to all the hate that this deck might see. It gets rid of Ashiok, it gets rid of Elishnorn, Strict Proctor, Blood Moon, you name it, like all the important cards essentially. Playing 3 copies of that. Deafening Silence and Rest in Peace sort of the Breach hate. I mean, Breach is the best deck in the format. I think you can say that sort of on power level. But of course, we'll see how it develops, because if Breach gets heavily hated, like this sideboard has 2 Silence, 2 Rest in Peace, and 2 Stonebrain to exile the Underworld Breach. And yeah, Rest in Peace and Deafening Silence, of course, very strong against them as well. Then yeah, that deck might, get hated out, and other decks will come out of it. But I think objectively in a vacuum, the Breach deck is the most powerful deck we have found so far. Although I must say, Deafening Silence, I'm not so sure about. I guess a split between Deafening Silence and Rest in Peace to sort of do both ways. But I really don't like Deafening Silence because they can just blow it up and then go off. While Rest in Peace, they would have to regrow the entire graveyard to go off again. So I think Rest in Peace just seems superior. I'm just gonna run it like this for now. But those are just my immediate thoughts. And yeah, this is just, boom, sort of Amulet Titan in Timeless, powerful linear strategy. Kind of nice against control decks. Feels that is really tough to beat for any, deck that just tries to control the game, because in the end, you always get zombies. And yeah, all right, let's try out Titan Field. Play first, of course. Yeah, reasonable hand. I can Once Upon a Time into a 1-drop. I was not able to, but I can just take the Garenbrig. Yeah. And then I guess I get Temple Garden? Maybe not. I mean, I don't have a white card, and Fetchlands are especially good with Field of the Dead in the late game, because they give you double landfall, which makes you have more zombies. So slow rolling your Fetchlands is not a bad idea. But yeah, I guess here we can just go Scrying for the Citadel. And then play Fierce Empath. But then we're not able to actually play the Citadel before we have found the Titan. That's a bit awkward. But I guess we'll see. I might also have to get Cavern of Souls here. And name Elf. Make my elves uncounterable. No, I don't know. Name Giant, likely. Yeah. Opponent thinking very hard on their fetch land here. I mean, yeah, that decision can be interesting. Makes me think they're not playing a 2-color deck, though. Like, you're thinking that long about your Polluted Delta, you either disconnected or you're playing some sort of 4-color monstrosity. Maybe a Leyline Binding deck. I don't know. Maybe they're just disconnected. No, Breeding Pool. Okay, maybe, yeah. Breeding Pool untapped. That's interesting. Okay. So, Brainstorm, Stern Scolding, Spell Pierce. Come to mind. That resolved. Okay. So, no. Yeah, I think I'm just going to take the Cavern. Like, I'm playing as a blue deck. Maybe, I don't know, Sultai, Timur, whatever it is. Oh wow, it's Merfolk. Okay. I haven't played against a Merfolk deck yet, so they exile the Merfolk from their hand, a C-Note Scout, to get a Trop. Pretty good. Well, there's the Citadel anyways. Oh, they have Scolding. Funny. Could have made that uncounterable. Play around Scolding. So what does this say again? When a Merfolk entered the battlefield or an island, they exiled more. Or they exiled a Trickster. Get more Trops. Sure. If they keep countering my Empath. Okay. X-Catcher. Alright. Ooh, okay. So I can go Radiant Fountain. Find me Daddy Titan. Play Grazer. And put a Citadel into play. Perfect. On green, please. Nice. And now we can, yeah, cast Titan with Cavern up. I don't have an island yet, so I can block. They might give me an island in the future, so I probably should block. So I'm gonna get a Titan into play here, using this, and then Cavern here. So I get 2 Field of the Deads. No. Yes. Yes. I play this first and get 2 Field of the Deads. Yeah, yeah. And then I get 2 Zombs. Yeah, I should just chump everything, I think. It's like, I have so many blockers next turn. Just preserve life total. Yeah, this is even more damage prevented. 3, 6, 10, 13, 15. I mean, if they have something to... That would be awkward. I could get Blast Zone. But yeah, I think it's just correct to play this first. And then... I don't really need that. Green. Garenbrig. Oh man, no, they can't have Pact of Negation. I was thinking for a second about Pact of Negation, but they would die. Okay. Now we get double fields. Yeah. And now we just have to hope they don't make a land into an island. That would be bad. Now I can get 2 more Zombs, 4 more Zombs by cracking this, but no rush on that, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. Not a scolding. And a Zivelun. Alright. No islands, so I'm good. Am I missing something? Am I missing something? This is a pretty sweet forest. Seek an online card. Just more value. Okay, I didn't miss anything. They just suicided. Yeah, okay, they just concede. I don't know. There's probably spreading seas in the format, I would guess. Which... My opponent could have drawn off the top of the deck and kill me, right? Just don't attack here. Draw spreading seas. Win. Oh well. Okay, so... I gotta assume they have a bunch of Ether Gusts. That's sort of the card that I have on my mind. Ether Gusts. I can't do much about it. Bojuka Bog seems pretty shit. Yeah, I guess Get Lost just to kill some merfolks. They might have Ashiok too. Yeah. Vanguard, I think like blue and green doesn't have any enchantment or artifact I care about. I could bring in these uncounterable things, but I think a Thrun is just not gonna cut it. You know, like against a blue-white or blue-black control opponent, sure, putting Thrun out there will get the trick done, but against a Merfolk player who has like 20 power on turn 4, that's a bit over-exaggerated, but you know what I mean. Like, that's not gonna be cutting it. Yeah, so Titan of Industry, should I kick that out? Craterhoof Behemoth. Just do it like this, maybe. Maybe you want to have 4 Get Lost. Like, that card just seems so perfect. It is a 2-mana instant, so flexible, and counters everything you want to counter. Elishnorn, Ashiok, Blood Moon, like everything you can counter with that. It just seems amazing. I mean, this hand is good. This hand's definitely good. This deck is very consistent between Once Upon a Time and like... My criticism about the Simic Titan list that it didn't play enough lands, and this deck plays plenty lands. Yeah, 1 mulliganing to 5 already. Now this deck is a killer machine. Yeah, if you're not prepared for this deck, it's just gonna wipe the floor with you. And like I was able, due to the Sylvan Scrying, I was able to get myself. Should I shuffle first? Probably shuffle first, right? Yeah. I was able to get myself the Cavern of Souls, which made me very good against counter spells. Slowed me down a little bit, but didn't matter too much. I could get the Temple Garden. I don't have to get lost. I think I'm saving myself 2 life. I can get the Temple Garden later on as well. Huh. Khalni Garden seems decent. Windswept Heath. So I'm gonna go Kami. Play Field of the Dead. I'm kind of low on lands, then I'm gonna Once Upon a Time, I guess. I mean, I don't really need the Khalni Garden. This gives me 2 lands. So I could go Kami into Kami, get 2 forests, then Natural Order. Sack the Kami. Nah. I think I'm just gonna hit Khalni Garden. Like next turn I'm gonna go. They have the Scolding. Next turn I'm gonna go Once Upon a Time. They have the Scolding. Huh? Okay. Kind of annoying. Pretty good here. Slows me down, which is sort of the only thing that I have right now is this, because for the next couple of turns, it's just sort of like a Time Walk. It was pretty good Stern Scolding there. Probably use the Once Upon a Time. Maybe not. No, maybe not. Maybe not. Because I don't want to have tap land in my hand. Cool, mean. Okay. Khalni Garden, think was the best pickup, maybe followed by the Kami. Okay, so I have a Titan here. They again don't have Island Walk. But I'm gonna go down to 8. Huh. Maybe I was wrong cutting the 7/7 guy, the Titan of Industry. It's like I'm just dead here. Right? I'm just dead if a Natural Order. If I had the 7/7, I could have stabilized. Stupid me. Cutting an important card, I guess. Oh, that sucks. That's just annoying. Oh, why did I do that? Yeah, I mean, I get Titan, I lose exactly. I'm at 8. I can't get enough blockers down. Oh, I have Radiant Fountain in my deck. True. Okay, that helps. That helps. What do I take here? Maybe the Kami. Maybe Blast Zone. This can't be blocked. Like any life point I can avoid taking is important, I think. This getting unblockability is also a problem. Yeah, I screwed this game up. If I would have gotten a 7/7, gain 5 life, make a 4/4, that would have stabilized me very well. Yeah. Does it make sense to get this? think I'm screwed. There's no way I'm winning this game. Maybe Garenbrig? Ugh. Right, like how am I winning? We'll see. This is just gonna kill me. Okay. Now I'm already dead. Block, take 11, yeah. Okay. Yeah, lesson learned. Lesson learned. Lesson learned indeed. Mulligan to 5 just killed me, huh? Stern Scolding turn 1. Kumena turn 3 and a Shoreline Scout turn 2. And then Pearl Trident plus Mutavault was enough damage. Yeah, Mutavault's doing some work out of the mana base. They were down to 0 cards turn 4. And I died turn 5. Huh. Okay, I mean, yeah. I mean, it's a bit unfortunate I don't have a untapped land, I guess. It's pretty unfortunate, actually. So otherwise I could have gone Kami, get 2 forests, which on turn 2, which would have been real nice. Scolding me again. Scolding, huh? Is funnily enough pretty good against this deck, huh? Not getting any land. Okay. Another scolding. Really? Okay. So they might be playing Tidebinder. So I think I just do this. Crazy. Kind of funny how Scolding also hitting Empath is pretty good. I wouldn't be surprised that Merfolk actually has a good matchup against me though, because, you know, like, they have cheap counter spells, Ether Gust, and a very fast clock. So, but I think I'm gonna win this game though. I mean, here I'm gonna get Primeval Titan. That's pretty clear. I'm not under any pressure. And we are gonna get what? Cavern? Khalni Garden? Something like that? Cavern, Khalni Garden? Maybe Garenbrig? Sunken Citadel, maybe? Radiant Fountain? I'm just gonna get that. Giant, please. I'm at 20. They had double scolding, but oh, all right, that's a big one. Although I have a couple more Field of the Dead in my deck, so okay. Well, all right. I wonder if these two count as islands now. Towards the Field of the Dead, I don't know actually. Would be kind of good to know. Yeah. Anyways, So how does this work? I think they have different names, right? Like, what do you say? 7 or more lands with different names. Doesn't change the name, right? Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I get... Yeah, I can just... Wait, what? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can just get Field of the Dead and another land, and I'm good. Probably a fetch land at this point. I have a Temple Garden and a Forest still in my deck. Yep, that worked. And now I'm gonna attack and make 8 more zombies, right? Yeah. Okay. Yep, that's what the Titan deck does. If you let it do its thing, and I guess 2 Stern Scolding win, not enough. And yeah, there you can see the power of Natural Order, just speeding this deck up immensely. Luris is the opponent on. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is a totally fine hand. Doesn't really make a difference. Hello. So if this finds me a Citadel, like here, I guess if I had Sylvan Scrying, I could have Sylvan Scrying and then play the Citadel. And then play land, cast Titan on 4. I see where this is. But this is, with Garenbrig it's the same. But if this would be a Sunken Citadel, then I'd play Rejuvenator, get to 5 lands. And I would not be able to cast Titan, so I see that the Scrying rams you further here. Temple Garden. Yeah, this is pretty much the nuts. I mean, this is a turn-free Titan. But yeah, this deck is very consistent at doing that, I think. Doing the turn-free Titan. Which is kind of insane if you think about it. And... although, I guess I'm missing an untapped land, and there it is. So yeah, I was missing the untapped land still. Yeah, so what am I running up against here? I think I'm just gonna slam the Titan, honestly. Like, I think these type of decks, they could run Counterspell, I guess. Should just test them with the Ent. See what they do against that. I'm gonna attack for 1 first. The Ent might already be a problem. Yeah, okay, I'm glad I played the Ent. You can counter my comment all day long. Yeah, I think now I'm just gonna slam the Titan because I'm running out of cards and I can't like wait for them to find stuff. No! I mean, yeah, there's nothing I can do against that. Like, either way I play it, I'm gonna get hosed, so. I think I'm not chump blocking yet because I don't want them to kill my stuff and then I can't natural order. So that's a bigger thing to chump. Oh, I actually can also use Blast Zone. Blast Zone costs 3 to crack. Maybe I just cast these 2 things and wait a turn with the Blast Zone. Yeah. Well. Cavern. Convenient. I mean, at this point, I'll just play Titan, right? One, two, three, four, five, six. So I get 2 Field of the Dead, I get 4 zombies. The Cavern off the top was a bit of a dirty draw. But I mean, I would have blast zoned them, and this game would have... What? It used the Garenbrig. It used the Garenbrig. Well, yeah, I guess it does that, huh? I saw it tapping the Cavern, so I thought it would use the Cavern. I mean, I put it on Giant for a reason. Yeah, they're able to kill me with double Thoughtseize. Cool. Yeah, that game you should not have won. No, that was a win for me. Right? Like, if you get Underworld Breach, what are you gonna do? Get some Thoughtseizes, get some bubbles, draw some cards, hit me for free. I have 4 zombies. Each land drop makes me additional zombie. I kill you guys. No, this was an easy win. A little bit unfortunate. But, yeah. Arena things, I guess. So, so they're playing Lurrus. I assume they're not running Blood Moon. They're not running any of the... Yeah, Alpine Moon, I guess they could be running. So I'm gonna kick out the Craterhoof. I'm gonna play Get Lost and Rest in Peace, maybe? Not sure about these boys. Death Shadow is just gonna trump it Thrun, that's a problem. So yeah, I think I just want these. I don't know about Rest in Peace actually. Is it even like does the graveyard really matter? Like is Lurrus even gonna, you know, the games are gonna go fast. I really need Cavern though. Like Cavern is gonna be very important. If I don't have Cavern, I need more disruption, I guess. I have Bojuka Bog. I'm gonna not play Rest in Peace for now. That was a bit of a frustrating loss. I mean, that was a win, obviously. Just Arena, yeah, things like that happens. Shrug it off. I think the Vanguard, I don't know. I probably don't need it. Like, they might run Alpine Moon, I guess. I just don't know what to cut. Maybe Grazer, Radiant Fountain. I don't know. It's nothing obvious that you can cut. You can probably trim like a Grazer here and there in grindy matchups. This I would classify as a bit more grindy. It's a bit of a slow hand. Maybe the Grazer and the Kami is too important, because otherwise you're looking at hands like these, which are super slow. Yeah, I don't know. Like, this is an interesting matchup for sure, but that game 1 I should have definitely won. Now we have to see if we can win 2 sideboarded games. That might be difficult if they have a appropriate sideboard. Still have Fatal Push in your deck. I'm just gonna kill the DRC here. gonna slow me down further, but also feel. Oh wow, they don't have lures anymore. Okay. Okay, so they have Ashiok maybe. Shit. Ah, damn. That maybe wasn't so smart. If they have Ashiok in their deck, I need to get lost for that, of course. Bowmasters, yeah. This was a very slow draw. Not having a 1-drop is not good. My opponent has cast like 1, 2, 3, 4 spells. I've cast 1. Death Shadow, Dragon Rage, okay. Probably just take the Rejuvenator, probably, right? Maybe take the Titan. Yeah, I guess taking the Titan. But I have an Empath, so I have another Titan. Maybe I'll take the ramp. But I guess now I'm just gonna... Oh, that's convenient. Oh, that's funny. Bojuka Bog Field? Blast Zone? I think Bojuka Bog... Bojuka Bog Blast Zone or Bojuka Bog Field. Getting a field out is nice, of course. But I don't even have a land that I can play that triggers it. Definitely Bojuka Bog. Yeah, I think I just get a field. Not super confident in that. Like if they play Shadow here, I would be in trouble, but they probably would have played a Shadow instead of this Channeler. I don't know. Maybe the Bojuka Bog is unnecessary because they're gonna fill up their graveyard very fast anyways. If they can't kill the Titan, they're gonna lose anyways. But they might have... I don't know. What do they have? Shieldred's Edict? These decks usually run Fatal Push, Lightning Bolt, maybe Unholy Heat, and Drown in the Lock. But Drown in the Lock doesn't get the job done. So Unholy Heat might, if they hit very well. They're thinking about that Scry. I mean, if I wouldn't have drawn the Garenbrig there off the top, probably would have lost this game very, very hard. So that's just a note to my head that, you know, you can't keep these slow hands, I guess. Okay, that actually gives me a land of a different type. I don't know, I mean, I assume I'm able to attack here? No? Oh. That's nasty. But it says Conjure, so I can just put it on top. Yeah. And then I can Seek? No. Yeah, I can actually. Cool. This is instant speed as well. Yeah. 4 life they only have. Huh. 4 lives, not much. So they're playing Breach as well, but like, why would you play this deck over the Breach combo deck? Doesn't make much sense to me. It has the same weaknesses, like Graveyard, but doesn't have the same power. Plays like this fair game. I think the Breach deck is likely just better. And like in the mirror match, if Breach, like Breach against Grixis Shadow, the Breach deck should have the edge, right? Because like the Shadow deck burns itself down to low life total. Okay. I guess they're sitting on counterspell maybe. Oops, nope, wrong ability. Okay, that's not bad. I can play both. What creature do I have? I have the Titan of Industry and the Stormkeld. Let me see. Can I play 2 big boys next turn? So if I play Citadel on green, I have 3 mana for this. And then I have 2, 5, 6. Oh yeah, I could play 2 Titans in 1 turn. Right? Yeah, I have Citadel for the Garenbrig, and then I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. So if they let this resolve, which they kind of have to, otherwise I'm playing a Titan, then I can get another Titan and then play 2 Titans next turn. Huh? Okay. Interesting. Kept it on top. So I just get Field Blast on, I guess, yeah. Seems best. I mean, I don't know how they think they're winning against the Resolve Titan, but I guess we'll see. They could have Virulent Plague. Treasure Cruise. Looks like a Treasure Cruise. Maybe they have Virulent Plague. But even then, yeah, I mean, they're super dead, right? Like, because I can just Blast Zone the blockers away. Lorien Revealed. Lorien Revealed, huh? Okay. I don't know what they were playing towards there. Okay. I think Grazer is too important. So they trimmed. Yeah, it kind of makes me think they have. I mean, they have either Ashiok or the Plague, I guess. But Ashiok is better, I would say, than Plague. I mean, both together are very good too. But yeah, makes me think. I don't know. Makes me think they like if they have Plague, I guess I need this. So I don't know. Maybe I just play this guy. It's a bit expensive, but it kind of does everything. It exiles the graveyard and also blows up the Plague if they have that. Maybe just play Rest in Peace. Rest in Peace stifles them a lot. I'm surprised they still have Bowmaster in their deck. I'm gonna leave it like this. I don't know. Maybe I should board heavier. The heavier I board, the worse my deck becomes. I can see the scrying though. It kind of makes sense to me. Ooh, okay. Interesting. So now I have 2 cards that don't really support my game plan, but I mean, at least Rest in Peace is going to be nice. Yeah. Thoughtseize? Because there goes the Rest in Peace. Or the Get Lost. If they take Get Lost, that tells me they have Ashiok. You always want to get the snow for first, because this one gets you basic forest too. Just get Garenbrig right. I mean, we would have already won this match by now, probably. And maybe not. If I would have been on the draw in game 2, I would have probably lost. Yeah, I would have lost on the draw. But we won that game 1 pretty decisively, I think. I can say that. Yeah, I'm missing Cavern. Missing Cavern here. I mean, first of all, I'm surprised they have Blood Moon, but okay. But secondly, like, you gotta be next level crazy to play Blood Moon into my open white mana when you know I have Get Lost in hand. Like, what? Like, and now I can play Titan? Oh, this is just too good to be true. It's just, I don't know. I don't know what was that? I have no idea. I don't know what that was. It happened though. Blast Zone Field. Yeah. Do I deal them damage? I don't think so. It's like Grixis Shadow. You sometimes don't want to attack to grow their shadow. I'm gonna attack with one big zombie army at the end. Okay, now they have to kill Titan, otherwise they insta-lost. But at this point, they also will lose to the Field of the Dead, likely. And if they have another Blood Moon, I have Boseiju. I mean, I drew very perfectly in this game, for sure. I had a very nice draw against theirs. Also, Blood Moon, I mean, it's gonna wreck your own deck heavily. I don't know. You let me attack? Okay. Sure. Okay. Double field. I'm at 13. Yeah. That seems legit. That seems okay to do. And anything I'm worried about here with the Sylvan Scrying? I mean, Virulent Plague, I guess, is the problem card at this stage in the game. Or like something like a Hidetsugu consumes all. Yeah, I'll cast the Scrying. I don't know what I will get, we'll see. Bojuka Bog, Cavern, the Gate, or Fetch Land. Fetch Land is good against the Sweeper. You can play it and then end of turn get 3 zombies. But yeah, I mean, they clearly didn't have anything. Yeah, I don't know. Blood Moon messes with your own deck too much, and it's also easily killable. I mean, I have 4 Fierce Empath and a Stormkeld, so Blood Moon is not the best hate card against this deck. You are better off with Ashiok or any of the creatures, the white creatures, Elish Norn and Strict Proctor. The enchantments are not particularly good here. No. Okay, we won 3 games against them, essentially. Kind of funny. But shows the strength of the deck against the blue counterspell deck. Oh, I don't know. I got pretty lucky in these games, and my opponent did some weird plays. Like, you cannot play Blood Moon into my open removal spell. Are you kidding? Maybe they were not aware that I could just float a white. Maybe they thought, oh, I'm going to shut off that Temple Garden and they can never cast Yet Lost. I assume that was their thought process. You know, I've done worse mistakes, so I'm not going to judge them. All right, let's play one more. Okay. Interesting hand. Craterhoof. Kind of like a mulligan. We're playing against Yorion, which means likely a blue deck, which means likely counter spells. I don't know about this hand. I mean, it's a bit like this is what I mean with playing 4 of the same lands in a Field of the Dead deck. It's like I'm playing against a blue deck, so I might have to go the route where I might just make land drops and beat them that way. But if I'm already starting with 3 times the same land, that strategy is not off the table, but, you know, a lot harder to employ. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna mulligan. Like, this just Yeah, this is a better mix of cards. This is the same shit though. Oh man. It's almost the same hand. My opponent also having Scolding here. Cavern. Gotta take the Cavern, right? It's a bit unfortunate they know about it, but still good to have it. I'm like... it might be a Brainstorm, I guess. Okay, fine. I should have fetched first, I guess, before I Once Upon a Time. I mean, it worked out for me. I found a pretty good card there. But it's just better filling your deck. Later in the game, you want to keep the fetches to double trigger field, but I think this early in the game, cracking one, it's like I have to crack one anyways, like down the line here, turn 3, turn 4, something like that. Okay. Get in there, my boy. Brainstormily doodly doodle. Just blue-white control with Yorion. Could be a valid strategy for sure. Have not really put in any brain power into that. Oh, green. Maybe 5 color. I don't know what's going on. One's gonna drop a Blood Moon on me. Utopia Sprawl. Bit awkward to tap the land that you put the Utopia Sprawl on. Ooh, opponent. Well, now just the Spell Pierce will save your... Oh, you play Stifle? Are you freaking serious right now? You beast. You monster. I mean, that, like... Yeah, I don't know what to say. I mean, I guess, sure. Have to fill up 80 cards somehow. Damn it. Stifle, man. That's why they're shocked, because they wanted to get my fetch. I would have gotten wrecked. I would have gotten wrecked. Brutal. Brutal, brutal, brutal. Now I'm like 2 lands short. Well, if they keep tapping out, I'm just gonna, you know, kill them. That's also fine. I guess they could play another land here. No, they don't. If you don't mind, I would like to resolve a natural order. You can stifle the Primeval Titan trigger. No? You don't want to? So I'm playing against a deck with sweepers, likely, so I should probably get fetch lands at this point. Could also just get 2 Bit of the Dead. Yeah, probably fine. And the next one I can get, yeah, I don't know, 2 fetch lands, something like that. Leyline Binding. Yeah. Well, Leyline Binding is a bit of a risky one. But yeah, this is sort of... I mean, I don't even know how I'm going to lose this. I don't know. If I play this... No, I think I want to do this first. Oh my god, but please make it... Do I have to really... No. Do I have to... How does this work with Auto Tapper? Is it uncounterable? Is it or is it not? Can someone tell me? Do I have to actually tap that? Okay, so now I get 2 fetches. I think that's best. Bojuka Bog, don't really care. Oh, never mind, I do care. There's an aura. Funny. Alright. That's just hilarious. Do I care? Bojuka Bog? No, never mind. 5 cards in an aura? Yeah, I think I get rid of that. Okay, so Uro, huh? I just don't like how all these cards, they kind of seem pretty medium. Like this one seems pretty medium against, like it was medium against the Shadow player. It's gonna be medium against an Uro player. Like I'm not gonna be able to beat anybody that has Uro or Death Shadow in their deck with just a Thrun. It's a 5/5. It doesn't get through a 6/6. I think this should just be Veil of Summer. I get the Carnage Tyrant, but I don't get this. Like even against Dimir control, where like this would be optimal, right? You would think, but even they have Shieldred's Edict and Aethergust. They have two ways to answer it, one on the stack and one in play. Sure, you have a bunch of critters you can sacrifice into Edict, but maybe they're able to kill them with like Bowmaster, get rid of a 1/1. Like all these things are 1/1s, by the way. So Bowmaster gets rid of all these, and a Fatal Push on a Grazer, and then you have nothing left, and then you just Edict your guy. This just seems worse than Veil of Summer to me. Or like, give me a reason why I should play this. I can see the one Titan because I can fetch it, blah blah blah. Sorry, the one Tyrant, not Titan. But this should just be Veil of Summer because Veil of Summer works with everything, with Natural Order, Prime Time. You just need one more mana and you just boom counter it. Or even against discard spells, Veil of Summer is pretty good. Okay, enough talking. I'm playing against this. I guess I'll bring this in. Craterhoof goes. Titan of Industry probably goes. Carnage Tyrant also seems kind of shitty, honestly. It's just gonna trade with an aura, like that. It just doesn't make any sense. Yeah, no. No, Veil of Summer seems better. Like, I don't know. I cannot come up with a reason why I should play Thrun. It's a liability. It's like there's too many cards that stop it, and Uro is like in every control deck almost. Again, like Tapland start here. Oh no, never mind. Oh god. Oh my god, the Stifle. The Stifle. I'm just gonna play around Stifle. Really don't want to get stifled, you know. I think I can play around Stifle, and I should. I think. Like, you know, I mean, I guess Stifle gets my Rejuvenator at some point, anyways. Maybe it's an 80 card deck. I guess that it just does get this at any point, anyways. Makes it kind of mid. Drawing the Cavern, just absolute pro over here. Citadel, I guess. Green. Do I play the field already? Why not? I mean, it's my only tap land. I guess I could have like played Garenbrig Kami. Maybe I should have done that. And I can put Cavern into play. Then I can Titan next turn already. I can Titan now again. Like this is Garenbrig with Citadel is enough. I can see the appeal of Sylvan Scrying, honestly. I kinda like it. Fortunately, I got Stone Cold Nothing. Maybe I shouldn't have played the Cavern quite yet. In case I draw like Titan of Industry, which is an elemental. I might want to put it on an elemental. Yeah, I mean, just an Uro might be able to beat my Field of the Dead. At least right now. My army of 1/1s. And 2/2s. I guess I can blow up the Uro once at least. Which is what I'm gonna try to do. Savai Trion. Alrighty. Alrighty. Omnath, okay. No. Can play Ura as well. Pretty good turn. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to beat that with just zombies. Now the question is, do I blow up Omnath or do I blow up Ura? For the dome. Can also fetch for a card. Like, yeah, oops. I think I'm gonna do that actually. Good one. I could put a counter, but I think I'd rather have the fetch available. Ooh. Those were some good draws. Just thinking. What could happen here? Like they could have a Spell Pierce. Just get Titan, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What is this? Stifle? That's good. That's pretty good, yeah. I guess I can triple block the Ura. I was thinking about killing the Ura, but yeah, I don't know. Probably not. Now I have one field, Titan. Like, I think it's better to keep the Get Lost for like a leyline binding. Just hope they don't have Swords to Plowshares. Just hope they have leyline binding for Titan. Khan. What is the... My opponent's deck is a monstrosity. I mean... Greedy, greedy, and greedy. Okay. That seems like such a weird thing to get. Liquimel coating. Okay. So you can stop activated, like they could have turn the blast zone into an artifact. Yeah. Anyways. Just attack. How rude! Not letting me attack. Oh, wait a minute. I might just... I could let this happen and blow it up. That gives me a safe trigger. That's actually better, right? Yeah. I could stifle my Boseiju. Okay, wait a minute. Free, yeah, just everybody there. So they block 2 and kill 1. It goes to 1. So I guess I just get lost the Omnath. Let's see, let's... Oh, I can Bojuka Bog as well. I have Bojuka Bog on my deck, right? Yeah. Can get rid of the Uro that way. Okay. Yeah, okay, this is complex, but... So I can Boseiju, Leyline Binding. Hold full control for now. Interesting. Well, okay. Blow this up. Yep, these two, please. Why did you even ask me, man? It was obvious. I guess I lose the Rejuvenator. I guess I could have sacked the Rejuvenator instead of the Kami into the natural order a couple turns before. So, yeah, I was holding control because I would have blast zoned the Uro anyways. They gain 4 life, who cares? But yeah, now I'm gonna get Bojuka Bog and Fields. Bojuka Bog is a sick one. It's a really, really good card to have available to you. It's like, against Underworld Breach, you can just get Bojuka Bog and, you know, it's pretty crazy. This deck could also play Leyline of Sanctity, actually. Interesting. Leyline of Sanctity shuts off Grape Shot. Yep, that's fine. I'm at 13. I think I don't care much about the Omnath. Can make 2 more Zombs. My board is already huge, though. I think I'm chilling on the Garenbrig. Like, sometimes it's fine to hold lands, you know, like if they sweep the board here, which is like the one way to get out of this. I think it's kind of tempting to get lost this, isn't it? Nah, it's gaining them 4 life a turn. Maybe 8 life a turn. It's gonna slow down my clock. Yeah, I think I get lost it. The liquid metal coating was like, what? But I mean, I guess what are they getting with that anyways? I guess Filigree Silex to blow up all the zombies would have been perhaps not bad. Ring. Ring is good. Ring stops this deck. Yeah, Ring's good. Ring is pretty annoying. Oh, I can't do shit. No. Can still attack with Titan. Fields. And fetch land. How many? I have forest left in my deck. Yeah. So, I mean, they have to chain rings at this point. I mean, yeah, I mean, I can have 1 verdict, then end of turn I get some Zombs. Well, I mean, they could easily win this game. I don't know how yet, but they could win it. Let's just say that. Yup. Looks like they're not even playing like Deathrite Shaman. Haven't seen it yet. Not playing Death Chain, but playing Stifle. You know, I'm playing the good cards. I mean, Stifle is not a bad card, but not overall. Yeah, I could definitely lose this, but they haven't played a ring yet, the second one. So they have so much life, though. I'm not sure I'm able to kill them. How many? 5, 6. That's 15. It's 30 damage. I can get 3 more. 36 damage. They can go up to 37. They can gain more life there. Kill my Titan. Yeah. I'm not able to kill them in one swing, that's for sure. And they also get an Uro into play. And I'm at 9, by the way. So we'll see. Ring is just really, really good against Field of the Dead decks, I guess. It's just, it stops them for a turn, and you can draw more cards, find a Verdict or something, a Virulent Plague. I mean, if my opponent has some crazy sideboard cards they could easily have, like Virulent Plague or Ashiok, you know, things wouldn't look so good for me. Okay, so that 39, essentially. I can have here 3 more guys, block, block. That's 9, 18 zombies. That's 36 damage. They lose 2 more here. That's 38 damage. Plus 1 is 37, 39, but they had block 2, so it's just 35. I think I'm not going to crack the fetch. I'm going to wait. I don't have Craterhoof in my deck anymore. Sadly. I have Prime Time and the 7/7 Titan. Getting Prime Time just puts more bodies to the board, which I don't really need at this point. I think I'm gonna get the Titan, but before I'm gonna attack for everything. I'm gonna get the Titan of Industry, I mean. And I will gain 5. Make a Rhino? No, okay, if they have Counterspell, they have Counterspell, that's fine. They couldn't have done that if I would have attacked, if I would have made 3 more Zombs. Yeah, I think it just doesn't make sense to get more lands at this point. I already have an army. So do I gain 5? Make a 4/4 for a shield counter? If they have Verdict, putting a shield counter would be good. But if they have Verdict, I have 12 zombies end of turn. Sorry, 12 power, 6 zombies. They go to 8. Let's do this. And am I playing Garenbrig? I don't think so. What a game. They probably just have Leyline Binding on a Titan or something like that. No? Why did they shock themselves? I don't know. Maybe they have Stifle and they just didn't know. I could get more fetches with the Prime Time, I guess, because they can stifle my fetches. True. They can just play Ring here and they're good to go again. You wouldn't believe it, but like, they're outgrinding my army of zombies, perhaps. Yep. Can get Uro back again. I'm glad I didn't play the Garenbrig. Really like getting extra zombies here didn't do anything. I guess I could have triple blocked the Uro, but yeah, it was a fine outcome there. What? You can just return the Uro as well. Like, you shouldn't use a Stifle on that when I have fetch lands in play. That does seem pretty wrong. Why not just return Uro from your graveyard instead? Yeah, just very wrong. Down to 34 cards. I'm at 14 life. I mean, if I had Craterhoof in my deck, I would have won this game. So it's like these little things that keep coming up. $14 life over there, going down to 13. I have a billion zombies. I mean, if they had some good sideboard cards that would make sense to fight the matchup, I would probably already be done here. Like anything, really. Hidetsugu consumes all. Virulent Plague, anything. Do I just chump block or do I triple block? I mean, they have Aura anyways there. I think I just chump block. They shock. 18 life. That doesn't do anything. At least for now. Yep, still doesn't do anything. So they have one more ring to get with the Khan, I guess. Oh. True, that does something, yeah. Sure. Say hello to my little friend. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna lose. Against this pile of cards. 21 life, you say? I mean, if they don't have ring, I guess I might win. We'll see. 10 cards in hand. It's kind of baffling that I'm potentially still able to win. Famous last words. Like, they haven't played a ring yet. They have free blocker. They're passing the turn. I'm gonna go for it, right? Like, I already have more than enough. I have exactly 20 damage. I need more. But I have more. They're gonna stifle that. Stifle this as well. Nope. And that's why they should have kept the stifle around. This is all in their end step. I'm just gonna swing all at their face. They have free open mana. They cannot gain any more life. Orcish Bowmasters and a removal is maybe enough. But I mean, at this point, there's nothing I can do against that. So they also take 2 more damage from the ring. Yeah, I mean, from this position, you should have won this game. Is that enough? 5 blockers? No. 18 zombies. 18 zombies. That's still 28 damage. And another removal is still 26 damage. It was close, but they also, yeah. No, I mean, this is, honestly, this is a bit embarrassing for you. Like, you've drawn your entire deck, you've had everything, you even had oh. It's still not enough, though. That was neat. Didn't think about that, but still not enough. Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, again, like, this Titan Field deck is very strong, as you can tell. Very, very powerful. But there's some really good sideboard cards against it. And my opponents didn't really have those sideboard cards. I had to play against Blood Moon and Grixis Shadow having counterspells, But, you know, like they played the Blood Moon into my Get Lost, which they knew about, so that was pretty easy to deal with. And the counter spells you can deal with by just drawing Cavern of Souls. Yeah, so we didn't really see any of the really strong hate cards. Like Virulent Plague, for example, kills all the zombies and would have been an absolute neck breaker here, because even if I have like a Boseiju or Stormkeld Vanguard to blow it up, I still lost all those zombies. And yeah, Ashiok stopping all the shuffling, stopping the fetches, stops. It doesn't stop the Conjuring of the Kami, but it stops Titan. It stops. No, it doesn't stop Rejuvenator, but it stops the Empath, the 3-mana 1/1. It gets you a big creature. And it also stops the natural order. So Ashiok is completely not a butters against this deck. Probably best sideboard card. And that's why we're playing 4 Get Lost. And yeah, if my opponent would have had, I guess Ashiok in this scenario, not that good, because I already had an army. But yeah, that's where you need a little bit of a mix of things. But if you have like 2 Virulent Plague and 2 Ashiok in your sideboard, I think that's going to cover this deck very well, in conjunction with counterspells and so on, maybe. So yeah, you have to respect it. If you don't, it's going to trash you, because it's super powerful, super fast. Yeah, that's my verdict on Titanfield. And I think the Rejuvenator, all things considered, I think it's just worse. It is worse than Sylvan Scrying, because Sylvan Scrying being able to get Boseiju against, you know, Blood Moon and so on, or you get any of these utility lands, getting the Cavern of Souls was very important today. Sometimes even getting Field of the Dead later in the game to just play it as a land makes Sylvan Scrying quite annoying for the opponent. Or you can even fetch a Bojuka Bog and just play that and exile the opponent's graveyard. Yeah, I think Sylvan Scrying 4 times is correct, and the Rejuvenator goes. So the list, very well done. Only criticism point is the Thrun in the sideboard. I think that should just be either Leyline of Sanctity or Veil of Summer. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about those. All right, thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you in the next one.